All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get started here, so I'd like to bring your attention to the front of the stage if at all possible. Welcome to the 2025 CIJ Graduation Gala. My name is Tom Lynn. I'm the Director of Student Services, but for tonight, more importantly, I am the Master of Ceremonies. We have a wonderful evening planned, but most importantly, I encourage you guys to have a great night. We've all earned this opportunity to sit down, enjoy a meal together, and celebrate CIHA's 14th graduating class and the entire 2024-25 academic year. While I'm happy to be up here speaking directly to you all, we are definitely missing the most important people for the start of the evening. I would like to direct your attention towards the back of the room, and momentarily we should have our graduates joining us. Graduating from high school is an achievement that at times can be seen as just a moment, but I argue it's a celebration of a number of moments. Gentlemen, think back to those special childhood memories, the first friends you made in elementary school, those special field trips, the jokes amongst friends, the lifelong friends that you've made here at CIH, and maybe some moments that the staff and the parents don't know about yet, but we'll hear about it. Graduation isn't just about a piece of paper you're about to receive. It's about all the greatness you've pursued over the last 12 years. Some of you will be off to university or college, others will be pursuing hockey, and others may be taking some time to explore different opportunities or experiences. But whatever you do, treat it like it's Game 7. A full commitment to yourselves and to those around you. Be the best teammate you can. Love those around you. Be the man. I'd like to start things off by inviting our Executive Director, Ms. Annie Bordeaux, to the stage.
Good afternoon, graduates, students, parents, staff, families, friends. It's always impressive how time flies by. How at each start of the school year, I listen to Coach Holiday say to all our boys, snap your fingers, blink once, and we'll be in May. And each time I'm surprised at how fast the school year goes, and that we get to stand on the stage to welcome all our families for our final event of the year. Gentlemen, I'm sure you feel a little bit the same as I'm feeling right now, and I sincerely hope that you were able to make the most of this year. Because the older you get, believe me, the faster it goes. I was discussing with Tom a few weeks ago, actually, and we were saying how crazy it is that the youngest boy attending the academy this year were born basically the same year the academy celebrated its first graduating class back in 2012. This evening wouldn't be possible if it weren't for you, the parents. We know letting go of your sons can be difficult. We are grateful for the trust that you put in us, and we thank you for the great opportunity. Graduates, Adrian, Marcus, Sam, Colin, Noah, Justin, Paige, Yoshin. Congrats on completing high school. This is the turning point in your life when you start the year as a boy and you finish it as a man. This evening, or when you get back home, make sure you thank your parents for the great opportunity they gave you in coming here. You have all the tools you need to succeed, set high expectations for yourselves, you have, the sky's the limit, basically. So dream big, work hard, and just go for it. I consider myself very fortunate to be surrounded by such great colleagues. The staff at CIH deeply care about all the boys. Thank you for your hard work, day in, day out. We're all intertwined and our success wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you. We go through ups and downs, and every 1 year has the ultimate goal of seeing each and every one of our boys succeed. We're a small team. We consider ourselves a family, whether it's in the classroom, on the ice, off the ice, in the gym, the dorm, the kitchen, the office, outside on the ODR. Even in the car driving to and from the airport, boys are greeted with a smiling and familiar face. To avoid anyone being left out tonight, I will only name one staff member. If you see him tonight, wish him a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Adele, our favorite match. I wish you a great evening, and once again, congrats, boys.
Thank you, Annie. I'd like to invite our academic principal, Ms. Susan Kelly, to the stage, please.
Good evening, graduates, parents, relatives, students, and staff. It is with great joy that I stand before you to celebrate the grads and the 24-25 school year. This is our favorite event of the year, as it's our chance to celebrate all your successes in school, in life, on ice, and in the gym. As always, the school staff have worked tirelessly, teaching, supporting, counseling, and sometimes even parenting. They put up with a lot between stinky bodies, stinky gym bags, the constant snacking, the frequent washroom breaks, which interestingly never seem to happen when the boys are on the ice. Very interesting. And of course, being subjected to all the latest teenage slang. I honestly don't know how they do it. They are the GOATs, which stands for Greatest of All Time, for those of you not up on the latest slang. So let's give Mr. Feltus, Miss O'Meara, Miss Jody, Mr. Amesbury, Mr. Fitzgerald, and Mr. Gillis a huge round of applause. Another huge thanks and congratulations must go to all the CIH staff for your close collaboration and support for the school. It is truly appreciated. Last but not least, I'd like to thank Mr. Bordeaux for dreaming big and allowing us to continue growing his dream. Students, it's been a blessed year, another new word I have learned. And I can't wait to do it all again in September, although I am really looking forward to some quieter months over the summer. For those moving on, please know that we will miss you dearly and wish you all the best for your future, and for those returning, see you in a few months. Now I'd like to turn your attention to our 8 grads. This year's grad group will go down in CIH history as being the quietest, most well-behaved and mature group of grade 12 students we have ever had. No, seriously, these guys really are the GOATs, the greatest of all time. I'd like to invite Coach Audrey up to the stage to help me with the next little bit. So the first grad I'm going to talk about is Mr. Adrian Barbs. Adrian has only been with us for 1 year, but in that year he has made a big impact. Adrian is a wonderful, polite young man who has worked hard in all his classes. He is conscientious and inquisitive, and we wish him all the best as he heads off to the College of Sports Media to study sports broadcasting. Who has attended CIH for 3 years. Marcus was shy and reserved when he first came, but once he settled in and found his feet, he showed us all that he is a confident and very capable student. Marcus, we wish you all the best as you embark on the next chapter of your life and hockey journey. Our next grad is Sam Kitty, and he has attended CIH for 2 years. Sam is a kind, respectful young man. He is easygoing and well-liked by all his peers. But don't be fooled by his quiet demeanor, as he's a force to be reckoned with on the ice. Sam is hoping to play junior next year and has several offers that he is considering. We wish you the best of luck, Sam. Is our next grad, and he has also attended CIH for 2 years. Colin pretty much always has a smile on his face. He is super friendly, polite, and always up for a conversation. Colin works hard in school and has demonstrated that hard work pays off. Colin, we wish you all the best playing with the Tampa Bay Juniors next year. Moving on to Noah Pickin. This is Noah's second year at CIHA, and he is so quiet you would barely know he's here, with the exception of when he's on the ice, then you see him shine. If you were ever looking for Noah, you would have found him grinding it out in the online room. Noah is polite and respectful and well-liked by everyone. Noah, we wish you all the best in the next chapter of your life and hockey career. Justin Savage is our next grad, and he has been at CIH for 3 years. Justin was very shy during his first year, but soon developed into a quiet leader who leads by example. He demonstrates true effort and determination every day. Justin is just an all-round rock star. Justin, we wish you all the best for the Rockland Nats. We know you will be an integral part of that team. not easy joining a school for only 1 year, but Tate showed great resilience and found his place at CIHA. He has worked hard on and off the ice and is keeping his options open for next year with regard to university and junior hockey. Tate, we wish you all the best in the next chapter of your life. He is our only 4-year grad. Yoshim has come a long way from when he first joined us. He was a super shy student with limited English. However, each year he worked hard to improve his language abilities and is now virtually fluent. Yoshim, it's been wonderful to watch your progress, and we wish you all the best as you join Colin with the Tampa Bay Juniors.
Traffic here. We would now like to recognize individual award winners from our graduating class. First up is the Scholar Award. The Scholar Award, which goes to the graduating student with the highest overall average in their senior year. This year's winner, with an 88% average, is Mr. Justin Savage. The Principal's Award is given to the student recognized for their academic achievement and involvement in extracurricular activities. The winner of the Principal's Award goes to Mr. Adrian Barbs. I would like to invite Mr. Amsbury up to help me with this next award. This next award is the Staff Award. The recipient of this award is voted on by CIJ staff and is presented to the student who most exemplifies the balance of school hockey life throughout their time here at CIJ. This year's award winner is Mr. Justin Savage. The Alumni Award is presented to a student who has overcome challenges during their pursuit of their education, and this individual is viewed as a role model amongst their peers. This year, our winner is Mr. Samuel Kitty Jr. I would now like to invite my colleague, Mr. Mark Simon, to help me with the next award. Mr. Simon is our Student Services Coordinator, so thank you for joining me up here. The Character Award is given to the graduating student who most exemplifies strength of character both in and outside of the classroom. They are caring, show empathy, respect, responsibility, honesty, fairness, and resilience. The 2025 winner of the Character Award is Mr. Colin Lefebvre. I would now like to invite Mr. Robert Bordeaux to the stage, please, to help with the next award. The Founders Award is presented to CIJ graduates who have achieved a semester average above 90% during their time at CIJ. This year, we have one recipient of the Founders Award with one semester above that 90% threshold. I welcome Mr. Marcus Bradley to the stage.
Good evening, graduates. Congratulations. Good evening to parents, families, friends, staff, everybody from Light and CIH here. I just want to take a few minutes here. I've been away from the school for a little bit, always at arm's length, maybe watching it, but you all came in here as young adults. You're leaving here as almost men. And what that means is you wear your own pants now. You're in charge of what you have. Now you have to dare to dream, all of you. It's now the time that you roll up your sleeves and look at what's in front of you. Challenge yourselves. Always challenge yourselves. I'll take my example here. I started with absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I dreamed of things. Never make your dream too high. Don't dream tomorrow morning that you'll be the President of the United States or the Prime Minister of Canada. Just dream what you will be, what you want to be. Reach those goals, take the next step. Never stop to take the next step. Whether it's in hockey, whether it's in school, never ask, what's in for me? Just raise to the challenge. Always raise to the challenge. When you get your first job, don't ask, what's in it for me? Make anybody that looks at you say, I want that man. This man could go somewhere. Always say that to yourselves. You will see. You will be so satisfied with yourselves. And, you know, for me, first wanting to do something in hockey, helping a bunch of girls playing hockey as 12 and 13 years old, developing into this academy, all kinds of great people around. That's what happens when you dream and you push. Push yourselves. Never be afraid to push yourselves. So, thank you for coming to CIH. Spread the good word, please. And good luck to all of you in what's coming up for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bordeaux. I now have two last kind of pieces before the end of the graduation ceremony. Ms. Kelly alluded to it earlier. We like to recognize our four-year graduates every year. We have a young man, and I'll say young man because we got here as a young boy. Shy, still trying to figure out how to cut his own experience at CIH. Didn't have a great grasp of the language, and was just a shy, positive boy. But one thing he did have was a passion and a love for good people, and he surrounded himself with those people. He grew, he thrived, and he lended a helping hand to those who needed the same help that he needed when he first arrived to CIHA, and to me that is a testament of the wonderful young man that he has now become. Please welcome this year's lone four-year graduate, Mr. Yoshin Takamura. Now it is my pleasure to introduce CIHA's Class of 2025 valedictorian. Valedictorian represents an entire graduating class, but ultimately this school as a whole. This individual arrived at CIHA eager to make his own mark on the academy. I'm very proud of the young man that we have watched grow into. And we look forward to seeing what is in your future. Please welcome to the stage the Class of 2025's valedictorian, Mr. Marcus Bradley.
Good evening. For those who don't know me, my name is Marcus Bradley. I've been at CIH for 3 years now. On behalf of the senior class of 2025, I'd like to begin by thanking the parents, family, friends, staff, and students for attending this ceremony this evening. You are making this night special for this year's graduating class, especially those who have flown from all over the world. I'd like to thank you for the many sacrifices you have made so we could have the best opportunities possible. I'd like to thank our coaches, past and present, who have worked to help develop us, our teachers with their dedication and guidance, our house parents for the care and guidance they have shown us, and to all the other staff who have played a role in making CIHA special. To Ms. Kelly for being such a great principal, and last but not least, I'd like to thank Mr. Porter. Because of you, there would be no CIHA. Graduates, we finally made it to our last night together. I've witnessed firsthand your growth since being here at CIH. And yet, although some of you still can't grow a beard, and a couple of you are even 4 years old. We began our journey here at different times. We've all made it to this point together. My time at this academy will always be the most impactful years of my life. And as I look down at my classmates before me, I see the legacy that each of you have left at CIH, and it will never go unnoticed. Every day, we have shown up with a purpose to compete. The early mornings, the battle on the ice, the dedication in the classroom, and the hard work in the gym. But for me, I have seen growth in myself, not just on the ice, but off the ice too. Throughout my years here, the dorm parents, along with some of the students, have shown me the basics of responsibility and discipline, and how to take care of myself. Going to a public school after growing up in England was a huge jump for me. In my first days at this academy, I was shy, tended to keep quiet, and often kept to myself. However, for those who know me well enough, I didn't last very long. CIH made it easy to adapt to life away from home, and I'll carry that with me forever. Looking back, I've noticed that during my time here, I've grown to be a lot more mature and become a role model for the younger students. In the classroom, I've grown a lot more responsible with my work, although Mr. Merrill would disagree. In my defense, I haven't asked for a single extension this semester. Those late night study sessions, sitting on the floor at the end of the corridor on the dorms, blasting music in my ears and doing homework that was due the next day, is something I'll never forget. And finally, in hockey, the mentorship of Coach Andre and all the other coaches that have guided me to make it to that next level, perseverance, resiliency, and leadership. Although legacy isn't just about what we have done, it is about what we pass on. We leave behind more than just memories. We leave behind a standard of hard work, resilience, and brotherhood. On the ice, in the classroom, and in the gym, we set the tone for the young students. We are leaders that they look up to. That is the legacy we leave at this academy. But now we must move on to continue to write our own stories. Who will you become when no one's watching? Because it's in those quiet moments away from the spotlight that our true character is built. What is your next chapter? As we walk out these doors at the end of the night, let's not see this as an ending, but as a beginning. We may be leaving CH, but a piece of us will always remain through legacy we have left behind. The habits we form, the lessons we learn, and the people we've grown into. This place isn't just about the drills, or systems, or the score. As an old coach used to say, it's not always about the X's, it's not about the X's and O's. It's about who you become in the process. So wherever life takes you next, remember this. It's how you carry yourself, how you lead, how you show up when it counts. And to all the students at CIH, always leave the Jersey in a better place. And now I'd like to invite the rest of the graduates.
Thank you, Marcus, and congratulations to the class of 2025. As you have now become alumni, we look forward to seeing you take the life lessons you've learned here at the Academy and use them in your pursuit of excellence both on and off the ice. We'll now take a short break to allow the graduates some time to take some photos. Feel free to use the stage. We just ask that everyone be back in their seats for 5:30 as dinner service will begin at that point. So boys, congratulations to the class of 2025. Chris, Shane, Mark in the kitchen. Phenomenal meal as usual. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Before we jump directly into the hockey and academic board, I'd like to bring my colleague Mark Simon to the stage to make a few brief comments about the life portion of school hockey. Mark Simon.
Thanks, Tom. I just wanted to talk quickly about a few initiatives we did in the community this year. There's two main reasons for doing it. Number one is to kind of teach the kids that, you know, if you give good, you get good. So to kind of let them know that going forward in life, it's important to give something to the community, and then you know, God is watching you and you'll get it back. Second reason is, of course, we want to spread positivity from a kind of brand perspective to do good from a CIH Academy and make sure people know we're doing that. So the first activity we did was called Le Grand Partage, which has a bit of a personal connection to me. It's to raise money for multiple sclerosis research. One of my former hockey captains when I was a kid, unfortunately, was diagnosed with MS a few years ago, and so he started this initiative, which is to portage a canoe for many kilometers from Toronto to Montreal. So our guys, 30 of our guys, we got on a bus and we went to a meeting point, picked up 2 canoes, and we took turns carrying these 2 canoes for about 13 kilometers. So that was the first one we did. The second one we did was, or this is a year-long thing, it's called Bountiful Baskets. So this was a Rockland food program initiative. So every Wednesday, I would take 2, 3, 4 guys to church. This is not a religious thing, it just happens to be at a church. And we would unload boxes of vegetables and fruits, bring them inside so that they can sell them at a cheaper price to people in the community who can't afford normal priced groceries. The third one is called Hockey Buddies, and this was a partnership with Rockland Primary School. So we had one of our classes, our grade 10s, would go to Rockland Primary School, not quite once a week, but we probably went about 7 or 8 times throughout the year. And they would go into a grade 1 class, help them read some books, they did a little bit of hockey trivia with them, and then they would go into the gym and help them play floor hockey. And the last one was a partnership with the Rockland Manor, which is a seniors residence. So we had our grade 7 and 8 class go there, also almost once a week, to meet with the seniors. So the people who live there are aged between about 70 and 105. And actually we went to one of these pictures here was for one of the ladies' 100th birthday. So we got to be part of that birthday party. It was wild. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So they got to play cards together. They painted rocks. Miss O'Meara was a big help with that, actually. Thinking of different activities to do with them. And yeah, just kind of getting them a little bit out of their comfort zone to do something a little bit different, work on different social skills and things like that. That's all. Thank you.
And I do want to give a huge shout out to Mark and again the teachers. I think it's an extremely important endeavor, and again, anytime you give back to the community, it goes without saying, it's obviously a massively important thing. I'd like to invite Ms. Kelly back up to the stage to help start presenting the Academic Excellence Awards. While we are a hockey academy, there's no denying that academics plays the most important role in what we do here at the academy. We appreciate the hard work of these individuals within the classroom and would like to recognize both the most improved students as well as the top student of each grade. Unfortunately, I'm going to whip through the first couple here because some of the award winners are not at Gala today, so we'll begin with the grade 7s. The most improved scholar for 24-25 is Frederick Mark. The top academic student in grade 7 with an overall average of 88% goes to Brody Simmons. The most improved scholar in the grade 8 class goes to Boyce Blacksmith. And the top academic student in grade 8 with an 84% average goes to Doran Shinovsky. For the grade 9s, the most improved scholar goes to Fred Rivet. And now we can get live. The top academic in grade 9 for the 24-25 year with an 88% average is Mr. Braden Ledbetter. Moving on to the grade 10s, the most improved scholar award goes to Mr. Mickey Noggle. And he will milk every moment of this walk-up.
I like to think myself.
Study hours paid off, guys, see?
grade 10 with a 91% average goes to Mr. Drake Bosom. With the best suit jacket in school. To the grade 11s, the most improved scholar award goes to Mr. Ilya Kuleshov. The grade 11 top academic award with a 94% average goes to Mr. Noah Martin. Back to our grade 12s. The most improved scholar award for our graduating class goes to Mr. Yoshin Takahara. And hopefully you guys were paying attention earlier so that you know the answer to this one. The top graduating student with an average of 88% goes to Mr. Justin Savage. Thank you, Sue. To the Hockey Awards. Hockey teaches life lessons that you can't get anywhere else. What it means to be a team player. What it means to sacrifice yourself for your team. What it means to take on a role. These lessons on and off the ice prepare you for the realities of life. As an individual, you choose what you want your legacy to be. But that is defined by how you play as a member of your team. Each person who is about to be recognized pushes themselves every day, and that work ethic defines what it means to be a Voyageur. But before we get to that, earlier in the year we started off with the initiative to create a new set of jerseys for the upcoming season. Next year will be year 15, so we've got a little bit of surprise for you. As we hit that milestone of year 15, we thought this would be a great opportunity to give our jerseys a little refresh. Taking inspiration from our current jerseys and combining that with the look of one of our top alumni, Gabe Willardy, I would like to bring Coach Andre Savage to the stage to help display the new jerseys.
Well, I hope those applause is for me and not for the jersey. Are you looking forward to next year? Just start, I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you to Mr. Bordeaux. I think for this great opportunity that you provide these athletes. I think they have everything at their tip of their fingers when they come to CIH Academy. So a great thank you. I've been here since 2012, and I see it every year how much an improvement it can make for our athletes throughout the season. Thank you to Annie as well for all that you do. It's much appreciated. To the parents, thank you. You trusted us with your kids. You supported them even from distance, even when it was hard. The values you've instilled in them are what carried them through. To the coaching staff, just want to say a big thank you. You've been there for the players all season, showing up, putting in the time, and helping them grow both on the ice and off the ice. Your support, patience, and dedication certainly means a lot, and it means a lot to the players. To FitQuest, Nick, to your team, thank you for pushing the athletes to be better, for teaching them the value of discipline, and for always showing up with energy and encouragement, even though on tough days. To our athletic trainer, Jason, thank you for keeping the boys in the game. Whether it was a taped ankle, a rehab plan, or just a steady voice when things felt uncertain, you're always there, and they're very grateful, and we are very grateful for you as well. To Dylan and Joey, thank you for all that you, for all your part, and for all what you do in your part through this journey that we have throughout the hockey season. Whether you're behind the scenes on the bench or simply showing up when it mattered, your support goes unnoticed, so thank you. And to all our student athletes, well, you did it. You made it through one of the toughest environments a young person can take on. Think about that. You lived away from home, balanced the full school schedule, trained at a high level, competed day in and out, and still managed to keep up with life, and that's not a small thing. But it wasn't just about hockey or the grades. It was about learning how to handle real expectations. And let's be honest, there were a lot of them. From the moment you got here, you were expected to show up early, train hard, be respectful, keep your grades up, be accountable, and not just for yourself, but for your team. And yet, that's a lot to ask, but you did it, sometimes perfectly, sometimes not, but always with effort. You learned that being part of something bigger means taking responsibility for your own piece of it. That's what being a teammate is all about, and that's what leadership is. You learn to be accountable to your coaches, your teachers, your teammates, and yourself. That's not a skill everyone your age has, but you do. And that'll take you way further than any stat ever will. Now let's talk about challenges, because you've had them. Every one of you has been pushed on the ice, in the classroom, emotionally, physically, even just adjusting to living away from home. And the truth is, challenges just don't stop there. But you're better prepared now. Because every early morning practice you didn't want to get up for, every game you lost but learned from, every time you had to own up a mistake and do better next time, that stuff matters, and that's what shapes you. So congratulations to all the athletes for these last 9 months. And to the class of 2025, hockey has a way of teaching lessons that last far beyond the ice. You've learned how to grind through the hard shifts, to trust your teammates, and show up even when the odds are against you. You've played through pain, celebrated the wins, and grown through the losses. Now it's time to take that same mindset into whatever comes next. Whether you're lacing up for a new season or stepping into a whole new arena, never forget the values this game has instilled in you. Discipline, resilience, teamwork, leadership. Those aren't just hockey skills, they are life skills. We're proud of the player you've been, and even prouder of the person you're becoming. Keep pushing forward and keep showing heart. Above all, believe in your ability to rise to any challenge. So congratulations, class of 2025. The game may change, but your drive never will. Congratulations. I think now I'll start with the awards or the teams. So I was very fortunate this year to have the development program. To be honest, it was really a great year just to be with them and to see the progress and the development that they were able to do for themselves. Before I start, just to talk a little bit about the development program. I know not everyone is here, but if all the players are the dev, if you guys want to come up here on the stage, please. So in the loan program this season, we had Trent Blackned, we had Nash Clare, we had Boyce Blacksmith, we had Tyrus Heister, Larry Wakachi, Thomas Meyer, Zach Crane, Price Pepabano, Ethan Bodwine, Max Whiteduck, Brody Simmons, Blake Hughes, and Tom Jendrick. I think it's important that they're being recognized. First, I'd like to ask the following, I'm really glad to be standing up here with you guys tonight. This is just a chance to talk about something I've seen unfold over the past season, something I'm proud of, but most importantly, something we should be proud of. This year, we made skill development a priority. Not just learning the game, but learning how to play it better. Faster hands, quicker feet, smarter decisions. But even more than that, we focused on the stuff underneath. Your effort, your focus, and your discipline. Because skills don't just show up, they come from doing the right things over and over again. Let's be honest, some days were tough, especially on Mondays after a weekend. We pushed. There were days I could see some of you were tired, maybe even frustrated, wondering why you were being pushed so hard. But you kept showing up, you kept doing the work, and to be honest with you, that really stuck with you. What stood out the most this year wasn't just your improvement on the ice, it was your growth as a people. You started making decisions that said, I want to be better. You chose to stay focused when it would have been easier to check out. You stuck to the process even when it wasn't fun or easy. That matters, and I noticed. At the end of the day, work ethic is what carries you in this game. Talent helps for sure, but it's what drives you and the commitment that make the big difference. And every one of you showed that this year. The growth you've made, on the ice, off the ice, is real. You earned it, and that's something you can get. That's something you get to carry with you wherever you go next. So tonight isn't just about celebrating a season. It's about recognizing how far you've come through your own hard work. I'm really proud of that, and I'm really proud of you guys. Thank you for trusting the process and for letting Nick, Azir, and myself be part of this journey with you guys. Thanks for all the effort you put in. You've earned every bit of this. Okay? You guys are all MVPs. Okay? Great season. Good job. Take a last look. I gotta go get you.
We'll give him a couple seconds here to get, make sure you don't mess up that hair, taking off the jerseys. I'd like to invite Coach Mark up. We're going to start with the U16 Varsity Awards.
Just a little bit about my background. No, it's just 10 seconds. So I grew up with a dad who used to read me the Atlas instead of bedtime stories. So when I got connected with CIH, it was kind of like fate. And then our team had, I think, 8 different nationalities on it. I don't speak all the languages, unfortunately, it's just only a couple. But it was a great season to have so many different kids from different places all come together. So that was special for me. Challenging for some of the season, but definitely a great challenge, and I relished it. Before I go into the awards, I'd like to recognize one family. This is a family that lives in Rockland, and they have really helped in terms of taking a lot of the kids from my team and from other programs at the school into their home making them feel really comfortable, and they were really almost an extension of what we did at the academy. So I don't have anything to give you right now, but I would like you to stand up just to recognize Stefan, Julie, and Vincent Laurent. So for the team awards, so me as a coach, I'm not a huge X's and O's guy, but I'm a bit more of a kind of look at yourself in the mirror, be the best you can be. And one of the reasons I like working with this group, one of the younger groups we have, is to kind of establish a foundation of how you're gonna handle yourself as an athlete and as a person. So to me, the three people who are winning these awards, I've seen a lot of growth in them, and I could see that they really took it seriously, what it means to dedicate yourself to something. So the first guy, who's the most improved player, came from across one of the ponds, and it was his first time in a kind of a North American hockey system. And he, I think he saw the game a certain way. We had to help him kind of see it with a little bit of a wider lens, and he really bought into that, and I was really proud of him. So that person is Toby Kindred. The second award winner, which is the defensive MVP, is not from across a pond, but he's really close to an ocean that we don't go to as much, if that makes sense. It's part of Canada, important part of Canada. But he came here, and similar to Toby, was the first time in kind of established sort of hockey center. Didn't really know what to expect, and right away he impressed me and Coach Nick. And yeah, he just got into the net and was a stud almost right away. And I have high hopes for him going forward. I tried to get all of the guys to learn how to juggle at the beginning of the year, because I like to juggle. And he's the guy who really grabbed onto that. Now he can juggle for 13 minutes in a row. Miles Henderson. So the MVP is a guy who I also coached last year. He played defense last year, moved to forward this year. Had a little bit of some challenges when he first arrived last year, and he asked a lot of questions, and I like that. I think we challenged each other. It wasn't always perfectly smooth, and I think that's good, because I think he made me get better as a coach, because he challenged me sometimes, and that's okay. He did it politely, and I challenged him as well to be better in certain parts of the game, and I think he grabbed onto that really well this year. So the MVP of this team is Joaquin Baudry.
like to thank Coach Mark for always believing in me since day one, and CIH for giving me this opportunity. I don't know where I would be other than here. Thank you.
Just before I go, I want to take a minute to thank Coach Nick Marion, who was the assistant coach all year, and we couldn't have done what we did without you, so thanks, Nicky.
U16 prep, Coach Rika.
All right, so before I start talking about our team, I'd just like to thank CIH, the family, for making me feel part of it right from day one. A little bit about myself, I coached junior from 2018 through, had a very successful year last year. Kind of didn't know what I was going to do, if I was going to retire or try to do something different. This opportunity came, moved away from home, left my wife. Not permanently, just left her for 10 months, and heading home Sunday, and I'm very excited about that. But you guys made me feel important from day one, so thank you for that, guys. A little bit about my team. Like I just said, I coached junior for a long time, and when I talked to Andre when I got here in August, they kind of played a little trick on me. They said, oh yeah, you're gonna coach the older team. And I got here and I was the U16 prep coach. And I was nervous. I hadn't coached young kids in a long time. But I'm gonna take a few moments and talk about the team before the awards. How proud I am of this U16 prep team. We won 3 tournaments. It was huge. It was a huge accomplishment. But what made this year special is how we did it. The effort, the buy-in, the way we pushed each other. Every day was something to be proud of. So thank you guys. Coach Kyler, where are you? Back there. Thanks for everything, your support on and off the ice, the video sessions, because you know I'm not great with videos, so thank you on that. I couldn't have done it without you, so thank you. Forgot to mention I was a dorm parent as well. So special thanks goes out to Mario, Izzy, and my furry buddy Toby for making me feel like it was home. All season, the comfort and support is something I'll never forget, so thank you guys. To the players, thank you for the memories, the laughs, and the compete. It's been a great ride, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. So again, thanks, guys. We have a few awards I'm going to hand out. Unfortunately, 2 of the 3 players are not here, but I'm going to give them a quick shout out. Our most improved is Mateo Adiaga. Our best defensive award goes to our captain, Oliver Matthewson. And the MVP, the young man, he was a huge part of our team. He was a human highlight reel. Whether it was blocking shots, raising the standards of practice, or getting goals, like when we were in Moncton, I think he had 20 points in 6 games. But what made our decision easy was what he did off the ice. He was a role model in the dorms. He was a great student. Our MVP this year is Andre Chukov.
Quick shout out to Jen on the live stream. Don't worry, he's coming home. We're going to bring up Coach Fitzy for the U17 prep, please.
All right, guys. Hope you all have a good night. I won't be too long-winded here. So obviously, I was with the U17 team this year. My coaching partner obviously isn't here today, Ryan Gruska. He has just a little message that he wanted me to say to you guys. But he just said he couldn't be here tonight. Wanted to thank the team for the memories and the amazing year and all the effort that you guys put in for your development. It was awesome to see. For myself, obviously I stopped playing about 2 years ago. I've been trying to find just kind of a love for the game again, and I want to just thank not just the U17 team, but the entire academy. It's unbelievable. Okay? I really love the game again, and I just want to say thank you to all you guys for that. So we'll get right into it. Defensive MVP, not here tonight, but Alex Beaupre. Same, Lucas Ross isn't here tonight, but he got most improved. Alright, so this guy, he's got a little bit of a special spot in my heart. I got really close with this guy in the back of an ambulance. I forget where we were, it was in the middle of nowhere. I remember trying to find an Uber back from the hospital, and it was like, where are you type of thing on my phone. But it was awesome, just kind of, maybe not the situation that he was hurt, but just to kind of get to know him on a personal level. His suit game is pretty good, it's not bad. He likes the flamboyant colors, I will say. But I will say his contagious smile is unbelievable. His positivity, his effort, unbelievable. So Luca Teresa, congratulations. Thanks, guys.
Well, as we close out the season, I want to take a moment just to reflect on our journey together. The first part of our season was a bit challenging. We faced some tough games and moments where things may not have gone our way, but instead of letting those setbacks define us, the U18 team, we used them as a stepping stone. We learned, we adjusted, and we grew stronger as a team. And after the holiday break, something shifted. About 10 games out of the playoffs, we started to find our rhythm. We began to play with more confidence, more cohesion, and a renewed sense of purpose. That momentum carried us into the playoffs where we made a significant impact. We showed what we're capable of when we came together and believed in each other. That turnaround didn't happen by chance. It was a result of hard work, resilience, and a commitment to the process, even when things weren't going our way. And that's something you guys should be very proud of. It was a great season for me. Just to see a player like Beckett, who unfortunately never got an opportunity to step on the ice this year, but just to see his work ethic off the ice and trying everything that he could to try to get back. I think that just proved to the other players that, when you maybe have a setback, you just don't put your head down, you just kind of continue moving forward. Tage, I know it's a tough beginning of the season, but to be honest with you, for you to stick it out, it's very proud of you of that. You should be proud of yourself for that as well. There's so many different examples that we could provide this year on the team that, every practice, whether the games, we had a great game or whether a game was not as great, the intensity of our practices was always on par. It wasn't always perfect, but the emotion that they brought to the ice, the combative, the intensity, is something that, we're always going to have in our practices. So really proud of this group, really proud of how you guys have done throughout the whole year, and kind of what my hat to you. I would also like to share the following with you. I know as your coach, I was intense at times, demanding, and I had high expectations. Always pushed you to do everything with purpose. We've talked a lot about the technical side of the game, passing, stick handling, shooting, systems, and more. But there's one quality I think that we don't talk about enough, and that's resiliency. Resiliency is something every elite athlete needs. It's a trait I had to learn over time. During the season, at one point, I was able to just sit down with the guys and kind of provide my journey to my career. And it never came easy. Nothing was ever given to me. But if there's one thing that I had to learn for myself going through my career, was learning what being resilient is. And for me, I had to learn how to do that. But for them, it was always something that we talked about, how I always have the intensity to do things with purpose. So I want to share with you where I had to build on my resiliency. It was in a place I call the space between 9 and 10. So just to kind of set the scene, you're at the gym, you got 10 reps to do. You do your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4, you get to 8, you start to get to 9. At the 9, it takes some effort. But then you hit 9 1/4, and everything in your body says, that's enough. You're trying to get to that 10. And right there, in that tiny space between 9 and 10, is where everything changes. That's the moment that matters. That's where you either quit or you push yourself. That's where your character is revealed. That's where your confidence grows. That's where true resilience is built. Because anyone can train when it's easy. It's what you do when it's hard. When it burns, when it's uncomfortable, when everything in you wants to stop, that defines you. And if you keep showing up in those moments, if you keep pushing just one rep past your limit, that's when you start realizing just how strong, how capable, and how resilient you are. That mindset, that ability to compete with discomfort, that's what separates the good from the great. Look at someone like Sidney Crosby. He doesn't fear failure. He thrives in it. He leans into it because he knows that failing isn't falling short. It's part of growing, it's part of learning, it's part of being elite. And he's not alone. Every top athlete that has the same mentality. When things get hard, you don't back down, you dig in. And here at this academy, that's what we're trying to instill in every one of you. That's why the expectations are so high. That's why the days are long and the standards never drop. Because learning how to fight through struggle is a crucial part of your development, not just as an athlete, but as a person. Yes, we care about your skills, we care about your speed, your strength, your shot. But more important than that, we care about who you become when things aren't going your way. How you respond when you're tired, when you're challenged, when you're pushed past your comfort zone. Because resilience isn't just a nice trait to have, it's necessary. For the game, for life, for everything that comes next. So as you head into the summer, into another season of training, competing, and growing, remember this. Just don't go through the motions. Don't stop at 9. Train to failure. Embrace the struggle. Stay in the fight longer than you want to, because that's where the edge is. That's where the real growth happens. That's where you are built. Thank you for your effort you've given this academy. Thank you, U18. Thank you to all the teams, to all the players, for pushing yourself, for setting the standard. We're proud of every one of you, and we can't wait to see you become one rep past your limit. Thank you. For the awards for most improved, this player has been with us for 3 years. It's a player that, I'll be honest, you never had to push him. You never had to, never had to really say anything to him because you knew he would bring it to every practice. As an individual, he's a great person. As an athlete, always tries to be the best, always tries to give his best. And I will will say that January until the end of the season, you just saw just a difference in the way he played the game, how he was seeing the ice, how he saw the ice, how he, just the way he played, how he would protect the puck. You just saw his level of compete just went another step. So very proud of you, call him a fave. Defensive MVP, this is a player that always brought it. His motivation, his intensity, his leadership. It's somebody that you don't need to be, he could be by himself in the gym, he'll push just as hard if the coach was there. But he brought it on all year, he kind of took that a bit on his shoulders to have that leadership, and along with the other leaders, and making sure that every time he stepped on the ice, he was putting everything on the ice. Every time he was in the gym, he put everything in the gym. And when it came to his academics, he put everything into his academics. Justin? For the next award for the MVP, he's not here today, but just to mention a few things about him. I'll be honest with you, he's probably one of our most consistent player this year. He was a joy to watch on the ice. He was a joy to watch in practice because he just brought it every single practice. Even though sometimes things may not have been going his way, every time in practice he always has a smile on his face. He had a smile on his face when you have to go to the corner and ballot it up. He always tried to make it fun. He always saw enjoyment in him every time he stepped on the ice. But when it came to games, he was ready to compete every game. Never really made any excuses. He was hardworking, and for him, I think there's a lot of potential there for him to move forward, and I can only wish him the best. So, Andrew Mark.
Special thanks to the coaches. I'm going to invite Jason Zhang to the stage to help present the next award. We have two more hockey awards. The Resilience Award is given to the student who has overcome adversity and/or exhibited courage through difficult situations, performed with pain or injury, or performed admirably after recovering from a severe injury or adverse situation. The winner for 2025 is Beckett Christensen. Nick Silva to the stage, please. Two for one. Fitting since there's two award winners for this. The Voyagers Award is given to the students who demonstrate outstanding commitment to self-improvement during their off-ice training. This year, the winners are Justin Savage and Justin Sosa. best every day. Especially in the winter, before the sun comes up, and they're not leaving the building until after the sun goes down. We appreciate their commitment, not only to themselves, but to what this school means. It means hard work, it means dedication, it means bringing the best of yourself every single day. It's tough. Coach Andre has a speech that happens at the beginning of the year every year, and it's along the same lines of today might be easy, tomorrow's exciting, but what are you gonna do as the year progresses? What are you gonna do in February? What are you gonna do in December? What are you gonna do at the end of the year? And I think that's a testament to these individuals that they keep pushing themselves day in, day out. And while there's some steps that go the wrong way, ultimately they do their best every single day, inside and out. Boys, cherish the memories of the year. You've made friends from all around the world. Some of you are pursuing hockey together in another country. Some of you guys are coming back next year. Other guys are again graduating off to university. Cherish the memories and the friendships and the bonds that you guys have. I was saying that friendships and classmates turn into brothers really quick in the dorm. Embrace that, enjoy that. Don't lose touch with each other, and again, pursue excellence every single day. Thank you for everyone for believing in us, for sending your child to CIH. It's an honor that you allow us to help raise these fine young men each and every year. It's something that we take great pride in, and again, without the parents, without the boys, this is impossible. So to the families of CIH, thank you very much. This does conclude the formal side of the evening. We're not chasing you out the doors, but again, thank you to everyone for a phenomenal year. It's hard to believe how quick it went by, but hey, here's to the class of 2025, the 14th year of CIH, and we can't wait to get back in September. Thanks, everyone. Just real quick for those that won glass awards, Mark's got the boxes, especially international ones, a whole lot easier bringing them home when they're secured. So we'll have the boxes over here at the front of the stage if you guys don't mind coming grab those.